without any further ado, I need a juicy round of applause for Rebecca Mathers, and Colin O'Donoghue. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to my living room.
Wie geht's, Dortmund?
Jetzt geht los. Okay.
Ich habe eine Bratwurst gegessen. Das ist sehr, sehr gut.
Alright, Colin, how's your German then?
The only thing I know in German is ich habe Durchfall.
Yes. Are you okay now though? Yeah,
I'm okay.
Was it?
It means I have diarrhea.
Immer, jeden Tag.
Nicht gut. You speak some German, huh?
Ein bisschen, ja.
Okay. And you have German roots?
Made ist Deutsch.
Ah,
Name ist Deutsch.
Okay.
Mein Großvater war Deutsch.
Okay. So we can sprechen Deutsch here,
Ja?
and that would be easy.
Kein Problem für mich.
Ooh. So
Kein Problem.
we can just talk dirty about them.
Naja, klar. Genau. Doch. Ausgezeichnet, jetzt geht los.
Well, welcome to the stage. Welcome. It's the end of the first day of the 10th anniversary of the German Comic Con. It's the 10th edition. Woo-hoo! Went like that. And that was yesterday. How are you guys feeling? How is your energy?
Sehr, sehr gut.
Is that good?
Ganz müde.
Yeah, I feel good.
Any cool things that you have to sign? It doesn't have to be today, but in general, because I think the fan base wants it all the time. Is so
I signed someone's boob once.
a what?
Boob.
A boob? A tit? Okay.
Viel Spaß für mich.
Okay. I have a follow-up question. Did they tattoo it later?
Ja.
Yes.
I've never done that.
Noch nicht.
It's always the first time. You never know.
Yeah. Lots of people looking for tattoos.
Yes, there are a lot
Yeah?
of people. There's actually, I think there's a tattoo studio on site.
I know I saw it, I walked past it.
Yeah, what would you take? What would you get if you have to get a tattoo right now, Colin?
If I had to get
Yeah.
one, I'd get Rebecca Mathers thing.
That was the correct answer.
Brilliant. I'd get a Bratwurst.
Ah ja, natürlich.
What would you do? What would I do? Probably my kids' names.
No.
Boring.
And guys, before we jump into the audience questions, I have a question about, it's Christmas, yes, obviously, I'm trying to get this Christmas spirit here. What is yours, or your family's, or maybe your favorite country's tradition that you do every Christmas with your family, and that you think that is very unique for you, or you love it, or your favorite Christmas tradition?
My kids and I and my wife make Christmas puddings with my mother. And it's my great-grandmother's recipe, so it can pass down.
That's
So we do that every year.
What kind of puddings do you do?
It's Christmas pud. I don't know if you guys have, so it's like a steamed pudding
Okay.
filled with alcohol.
Delicious. Oh, wait, your kids are making alcohol and food.
They're not drinking the alcohol, they're putting it into the pudding.
Gotcha,
so,
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
So you're just making your kids work for you.
basically, yeah.
Amazing, great. For you ladies?
Being Scottish, we're normally pissed by 10 a.m.
Yes. I can attest to that. I used to live in Glasgow. That's true. That is true. Yes, that's what you guys do.
That's a Christmas tradition, is it?
You cannot be sober. It's forbidden.
No, we're very boring. We go out for long walks because we're in the countryside. And, yeah, we normally have lunch at about 2 p.m. Is it? Sorry,
Boring, really boring. Yes, true. So, Rebecca, for you?
Well, I have new traditions now that I have kids. So after I put them to bed, I do the whole thing where I get a pair of my husband's shoes and put them in the dirt and then put them on the floor so it looks like he stepped out to get the carrots. And I love putting out all the bits and bobs, where Santa and the things have been, and we come down in the morning and they're like, he came, mummy, he
Which one of us?
Colin. Colin looks so hot today.
Okay, so my question goes, imagine you suddenly went blind, but you were given 100 final blinks. Each blink would give you a brief moment of sight, and you could use them whenever you wanted. How would you choose to use them?
I didn't hear all that, babe. I'm not gonna lie. Did you hear that?
If you went blind, choose
I can repeat it.
one moment of sight, is it?
Well, ice cream?
Should I repeat
Yes,
it?
can you repeat it? It's hard to hear up here, you see.
And slower.
Imagine you suddenly went blind, but you were given 100 final blinks. Each blink would give you a brief moment of sight, and you could use them whenever you wanted. How would you choose to use them?
Okay, so that's a great question.
I would line up my family, my kids and my parents, my brother, and I would blink 100 times.
I don't know how you're gonna follow that up.
I would just do my kids and just look into their eyes and blink, blink, blink.
Links, yes. What would you say?
Not to see my family.
What would you see though?
I would say something similar, but maybe in the mountain, from the mountainside, the countryside. It's not mountain, but to be on top of one of the Cairngorms, in fact, the Cairngorm Mountain in Scotland with my family.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's so beautiful there.
That's a good one, thank you. What about you? What you would choose to see?
Probably also my family, my friends, and probably you guys.
Yes. Good answer. Wise choice. Thank you so much. Next question, please.
Neil? Hey guys. First of all, I would like to thank you all for not only giving me a great teenagehood through the years with Once Upon a Time, but I think I'm speaking for most of us here. But my question would be, if you would have to choose one other character out of the series to play, who would it be and why?
This is my least favorite question of all the questions. Because the answer's very boring. We get asked that a lot, and I used to lie, and I'd actually, say, Robert Stilson, Captain Hook. But there's absolutely no other person, and I'm sure you feel the same, that you would ever want to play other than the person that you play. No one's going to pull off a Hook like you, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know that.
They're just not.
I would like to play Robert Stilson. Well, I got to do it a little bit when I was Dark Hook.
Yeah, you do.
I think I'd like to be the Wicked Witch.
Yeah, that would be hot.
I'd like to be painted green.
I'll do it.
Okay.
We're in the same hotel.
Everything is possible.
That's tonight's plan sorted, so thank you for your question.
Thank you so
Amy, who
much.
do you want to play?
Granny,
Oh, yeah.
then I can sleep all day.
Next question, please. Hello.
My question is, if you can choose any powers of the Once Upon a Time characters, maybe not yours, you already have, what would it be?
Okay, to use it in real life.
Any power?
Okay.
Why not?
One of the things that it was specifically called this, what the writers wrote, it was called poofing out. And that's when someone would leave the scene by a flick of the hand and you could just eject. And in my real life, I was thinking, God, I wish I could poof out of this moment or out of this scene, and I don't have that magical power in real life, which is really annoying.
That's a good one.
Poof out. I think
I don't know, could anyone fly in our show?
Peter Pan.
Oh, I want to fly. Like Peter Pan.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I had Blue Fairy out. Did she fly?
Yes, she did.
Yeah, she
Yes,
flew.
yeah, I had Blue Fairy out. Strong choice. Yeah.
We can use my broomstick.
Yes.
Sit on the van, take you on a ride.
Did you ever fly in the broom? You did once.
Yeah, loads. I did a bunch of times.
Did you? Was I in any of those scenes? No.
You missed out, it was fantastic.
Fine and great. Thank you so much.
Thank you too.
Thank you.
All right, next question, please.
Hello, thank you so much for being here. My question is for all of you. And since the show features some quite classic German fairy tales, I was wondering, has working on the show sparked any interest in the actual origins of the characters in general? Like, have you looked into any mythology or folklore beyond Disney? Maybe read some of the original tales, original stories, stuff like that?
So did you guys research more of the original stories that were touched?
I always loved fairy tales anyway, so I used to know quite a bit about them. I used to love Hansel and Gretel. I like the kind of darker fairy tales. I haven't really researched any since, but I read them as a kid. So yeah.
Yeah, not the greatest, well, a fairy tale, but I enjoyed Kelly MacDonald's vocal portrayal of Merida in the film prior to becoming a member of Once Upon a Time. But no, yeah, growing up with fairy tales, you know, they're just all consuming and allow you to kind of be transported into.
Merida's technically a princess, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
So you're officially a Disney princess.
Officially, yes. Yeah. Yes.
You're a Disney princess.
I'm not.
Neither am I.
A bit of a I want to be a princess, don't you?
Yeah, I want to be a princess.
It'd be so nice.
I didn't do a lot of research for my character, probably should, but I actually actively didn't watch the old film again because I didn't want to be the same. Do you know what I mean? I really wanted to create my own version, so I tried not to research The Wizard of Oz again or revisit it too much because I didn't like copy somebody else, you know. So I just tried to kind of make a fresh new take on it, you know.
Thank you so much. All right, next question, please.
Hi, my question's for all of you. What was each of your favorite things about playing your characters Once Upon a Time?
Favorite thing?
Yeah, your favorite thing about playing your characters.
What was your favorite thing about playing your character?
Leather pants and eyeliner. I love to say that's a joke, but that's not a joke, that's the real thing.
My favourite thing was my broomstick. Getting on that and flying through the air, I was like, oof. I don't know that I'll ever top this job, ever. It was pretty fun. What about you?
I think I'd like to say horse riding, but that wasn't me, it was my stunt double. So I think learning archery, because I came over about a month prior to filming, so I did 2 weeks solid of learning archery, and I always love learning new things, like when you start any job. So yeah, that was great to put a string to my bow.
Thank you so much. And next question, please.
Hi, this isn't really Once Upon a Time related, but I wanted to ask, first of all, how are you guys enjoying the convention?
Yeah, it's great.
A lovely day, thank you.
Wunderbar. Glad to hear. And my other question was, what are you going to do with your family for Christmas?
What you gonna do for Christmas, guys? What's your plans?
Go for a walk.
Get drunk.
Get drunk for 10.
I'm cooking Christmas dinner, so
Oh, you?
yeah.
By yourself?
Can I come?
I pretty much do it, yeah, every year.
Nice.
So,
Except your kids are doing your drinks.
yeah.
You're such a good dad.
Such a good dad. What you doing, Rebecca?
Just going to be at home with the family. I'm just going to eat and drink all day.
That's
and then probably pass out when the kids go to bed at 7:30.
Perfect. Are you guys having any guests or just the closest family?
Just my in-laws.
In-laws? Ooh.
Outlaws.
I think my parents are coming.
That's cool. That's cool. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Next question, please.
This question is for Rebecca, and I want to know, how did you like to be Regina's sister?
How did you what?
How would you like to be Regina's sister?
I loved being Regina's sister. I'm still Lana's sister, so it's going on and on and on. And I've got a feeling it's probably forever. So, I mean, we've all made so many friends on this show, and I know we talk about it a lot, but it's not normal to leave a job with this many friends. It's just been such a massive blessing in my life to have so many amazing friends from one job. We're very lucky. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And then now, if I can make an observation, because I'm having an amazing privilege to sit here and talk with you guys and with other people from other shows that people love. That's why we have you here. That's why the shows that already stopped are still popular and people are still watching them. Because every time there is something special and this connection between the cast is made. And I think we are feeling that. That's why we're still watching it. That's why we love it so much. Because every time there's a cast sitting here, it's so not normal that we have so many friends. We're still spending, summers together, and it's just beautiful. So I think the human connection, the humanity of it all, translates through the screen, transcends through the screen, and that's why we are here now, and you guys are as well. Sorry,
No, you're right. Absolutely, we love that. It's like a family.
I probably had a moment of freaking out there, remembering that there was a load of people in front of us. It's like sometimes you sit here and it feels like it's normal, but it's completely not normal. Do you know what I mean? It's like there's a lot of people. Hi. I genuinely had a moment. I suddenly blanked out and I went, what am I doing here?
Where am I? You're sitting on the edge of your seats, aren't you all? With popcorn, no popcorn.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your question. Next, please.
I wanted to know what German foods you've tried and if you liked any of them.
Deutsch food?
Yes.
I had some Schnitzel last night. Another Wiener Schnitzel. Kartoffelsalat.
I actually haven't had any German food yet.
Oh, no. Then you need to.
Yeah, I haven't before, but tonight I'm going to tackle a load. I want some schnitzel, I want some currywurst. I want the whole thing.
I love German food. I love it. I just can't get enough.
Amazing. What is your favorite? What do you recommend? Tough question.
I like the schnitzel with the mushroom sauce on it.
Yeah.
It's called Jägerschnitzel.
What is that called? What's the name of it?
Jägerschnitzel.
Jägerschnitzel.
It's the hunter's schnitzel.
Yummy. I'm gonna get that tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Next question, please.
Hiya. So I have two questions for all of you. First, I'm wondering, what's the craziest thing you've ever done while getting really drunk?
Okay, let's stop there, okay? What is the craziest thing you did while being drunk?
Probably it would involve taking my clothes off at some point. There is something, but I can't tell you.
There's so many answers and so many can't be said here.
Oh, I know one actually. Jumping off a boat in Barcelona harbour.
Oh my God,
Dangerous.
I wasn't drunk then.
Much. I remember once I got really drunk and I woke up the next day and I opened my handbag to get my lipstick out and I found a carton of orange juice and a can of Stella in my handbag from the night before.
Well done.
But I'd stolen it from the house party I was at. As I was leaving, I must be like, I'll have that,
It's for the hangover.
I do tend to steal when I'm drunk. I get that from my father.
Kids, What about you, Colin?
That's no comment for me.
All right. And now, because you asked that question, you need to answer it as well. What was the craziest thing?
Here it comes. What do you think is the worst thing that a person can put in their bio?
Rewind. No. I asked you a question. What did you do when you were drunk? The worst thing.
be about yourself, but when ego's involved, you know when somebody's got a good temperament or nature, when, that it's not all about them, if you know what I mean?
I think if somebody wrote like, I'm really hot and you'd be lucky to have me,
Yes.
that's maybe not a great thing to write.
Yeah, that's what I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's a bad thing.
There was somebody who worked on Once Upon a Time, and after he left the show, I don't know if you know this, his photograph on Tinder was a picture of him, but it was the back of his head, but it was me in all my black leather. And that was his Tinder profile.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not going to say who it was.
Oh, I can't wait to find that out.
So, I found out and I told him to take it down. Thanks very much.
Fair enough. What do you think is the worst thing to put in the bio?
I think the pictures are the worst, like with fishes and like the standard pictures is like a huge turn off.
Yeah. What about the one from the car?
Noted.
Oh yeah. Yeah, look at me. I have a fancy sport car, baby.
That's true, yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Next question, please.
Hi. So, what I love about your show was that there was always something new to discover about your characters. There were so many layers about your characters. And my question to all of you is, what did you enjoy the most, both in storytelling and performing?
What did you enjoy the most in storytelling and performing?
I think it was just great to be a part of a show like Once Upon a Time. It was just about hope and something that you knew that families from whatever age, all the way up to grandparents, could watch together. And I mean, like, we were lucky, that show was like massive. The costumes were unbelievable, the sets, the props were incredible. It was, I mean, there was nothing not fun about it. What was great about it too was every episode was completely different, and we were in a completely different world, meeting a whole different cast of characters. It was just, it was an incredible experience, I think, for all of us.
I remember watching the show years before I joined the show and thinking like how clever it was that all these, stories kind of, amalgamated into just one of, pure hope. For me, one, the acting was stellar. Two, I never thought that anything that was Disney kind of made would capture my imagination and pull on my heartstrings the way that actually, especially season 1 of the show did. So like to come in to the show and then find out that everyone was assholes. I mean, no, I was welcomed, which makes it a lot easier. You come into a new show and you're like, oh my god, is anybody going to like me, or are there going to be egos there? But I was really welcomed, and that kind of leads to having a safe space to be able to do what you can do creatively. Which is why we're all there in the first place, to tell this beautiful story for you guys that is resonating with so hard.
Nothing to hide, nothing to say. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next question, please.
You've probably been asked this before, but if you have the opportunity, would you do the musical episode again, something like that? Choreography?
I can't hear you, bring it closer to the mic. I can't hear you.
Eat the mic.
You've probably been asked this before, but if you had the opportunity, would you do something like the musical episode again, with all the rehearsal and the choreography and stuff like that?
Would you do a musical episode again?
What was the next bit?
With all the choreography and...
Would we do it again? Yeah. The musical episode was brilliant. We had so much fun. It was really annoying to then have to talk in the next episode. Oh, well, this is a bit shit.
I mean, I think Once Upon a Time was a great show for a musical episode. It was a Disney show. And at the time, a lot of shows were doing musical episodes that weren't necessarily...
Grey's Anatomy did one. Like, loads of people did one. Do you remember?
So Once was a great show to do that. And, we all had fun songs to sing. So, yeah.
Was it a lot more preparation
singers, and we had to record the song Sassy, and then yeah, it was great.
And who did the worst?
The worst? If Merida was in it, which means Merida cannot sing. I'm just putting that out there.
And who you were surprised that did so well with dancing and singing? They're like, oh, I would not expect that.
I don't know, I think everybody, we felt like everybody kind of... I would have liked to probably have done a song, but he refused.
Oh, yeah, I know. That would have been cool.
Yeah, he wasn't going to do it.
That would have been cool if he and Emily had done a Beauty and the Beast song together. That would have been cool, wouldn't it?
Right. Well, thank you so much for your question.
Thank you.
Next question, please.
Hi. First, I want to say thank you that you guys are here. Watching the show when I was younger really saved my life, and that you're here is such an honor. My question is, from all episodes of the series, what was your favorite moment that may or may not include you, and why?
May or may not what?
Include you in the scene.
So favorite scene from the show, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so what is your favorite scene from the show, and it doesn't have to include you, your character?
I mean, it's hard to pick from so many. The scene that stands out for me, most of all, was my very first scene, and it was on a boat, on a proper ship at sea with Robert Carlyle. And it was in Vancouver, which is absolutely stunning. We were sailing around the Sound and stuff, so that for me was probably a standout moment.
Yeah, for me, something similar. We were on a lake north of Vancouver, and it was my 30th birthday, and I was doing the scene with Emily where we were rowing to Dunkrock, and I just thought, oh my, what a surreal place to be and time to be in my life. It was absolutely stunning. Plus they made this like makeshift floating rig, so they had the whole equipment on the rig, and then they attached the rowing boat to the side. But that meant like when I was acting, I only had like a small row here and then like a massive one at this side, so it was like this trying to act. But yeah, I remember that day. That's a special day for me.
What was the question?
Oh, so your favorite scene?
I don't have one. And there are millions that stand out. Like the musical episode and like emotional stuff with me and Regina and my mum and all this, and all of those scenes were great. But honestly, when I look back at like my favourite moments of being on the show, it was actually when we weren't filming. It was when we were like sitting in our chairs or hanging out in our trailers, and all that aspect of it. It was like being at university or college, just hanging out. And you know, because I didn't get to go to college, and to me, like, it was the laughing and the silliness. We were like children, and they had to corral us to get us to work, and it was just so much silliness and so much laughter all together. And Sean and Lana, they're like, guys, we're ready. We're like, bam! Like just so unprofessional. I mean, we must have been a nightmare, but it was so much fun.
Sounds terrible. Sounds like you had like bad time. Thank you so much for your question.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we have time for 2 last questions. Go ahead.
First I want to say thank you for coming to this Comic Con. I used to watch Once Upon a Time with my family, so it's really cool meeting you. And my question, I just asked this Bonnie also, so Spotify Rap just came out, so what was your most listened song this year?
So what is your top listened song this year if you did the Spotify Rap?
I didn't do mine yet. I need to do that.
I haven't done mine either, no.
What do you think it was?
How long does it take?
Can you cast your screen?
How do you do it?
Alright.
Oh, is this gonna be
top songs? How do I know which is the top one?
You have to go to Wrapped. If you go back to home screen, go back to home screen. Oh yeah, you top song.
Yeah.
You Wrapped is here. Here we go. Let's find it.
Okay, alright, we'll find it.
Is that Taylor Swift?
Yes, it is. Oh my god.
Hold on.
That's a lot of...
Oh my god, come on. Might move fast.
Yeah.
You played 1,920 songs this year.
Wow, that's a lot.
What a talk. Hate You by Marrow.
Aww.
I'll tell you one that I did play a lot, and I'm going to play it now because it's an absolute banger.
She's about to.
Can you sing it now? This is Super Band Drops.
You know, yes it is.
That's a good one. Yeah, turn it up, baby.
Can't stop this feeling, got to feeling of you.
You are my shining star.
There you go. Sorry, I forgot there's loads of people here.
That's a good one. I think that sums up the question. Guys, thank you so much. Guys, we have time for one last question. It's the last one of the day, so no pressure at all, okay?
I love your musical episode. Is it possible that somebody sings something?
We just did!
Please!
Oh, Max, go for it.
We're